Hello everyone, this is the SakuraCon auto table recorded commentating video. I'm Patrick from the Seattle Riichi Mahjong Club.
And I'm Anthony, also from Seattle Riichi Mahjong Club, and this is session 2 of Commentating Your Game. Let's get started. Seems like they're drawing their first tiles. So in East Wind we have Shelly Jin. In South we have EL Riichi Mahjong. In West we have Alex Tada, and in North we have Zhang.
Yeah, so I know who Alex is. He's a regular at our Seattle Mahjong meetups. I guess he doesn't come too often, but he definitely comes often enough to say that he's one of us.
One of us. Yep. And I think Shelly also comes to our Seattle Riichi Mahjong Club as well. So I'm glad to see some familiar faces, and also glad to see some new people they're not regulars to our club.
Yeah. One thing to note, we're playing at 30k. That's WRC rules. If you play on something like Tenho or Mahjong Soul, it's gonna be 25k. I don't really know which one is standard, but just something to note as we play this game.
Yep. I think, yeah, I've seen both ways as well, so it doesn't really make a big difference. Yep. Okay, so we see that the Dora is the 4-pin, so we'll see how the players incorporate an easy-to-use Dora here. I'm not sure if they're playing with Akadora. We'll find out.
I don't think they do, right? If we're doing 30k, that means we're doing all WRC rules.
It's possible. Oh, look at Alex's hand. What is this? This looks like a really good Honitsu hand. Honitsu Junchan or Chanta potentially.
Yeah, I can't see the rest of the hand, but he can definitely. I think he has enough blocks to just dump the rest of it.
Yeah, I like where it's going. Especially since it's Honitsu and the Dora suit, so can go pretty big. Okay.
Shelly, the dealer, seems like she has a pretty straightforward path to maybe a Tanya Pinfu. Maybe just Tanya if she wants to go really fast.
Yep, I agree. She's 3 Shanten, I think. But yeah, right now just Tanya. Maybe she can get a 4-pin or Dora. Oh, look at that.
Oh man, okay. Alex's hand is actually ridiculous.
Yep. We'll see if he's able to finish his hand.
Do you think he can get a Chanta on top of that Honitsu?
It's possible. With the triplet in the 2-pins is a little less likely because he already has a block there. But you know, if he draws 2 1-pins, it's
like you can dream, right? Honitsu, Pifu, Ipeko, Hatsu.
Let's get that. Is that almost a Vaimon if it's all closed?
Yeah. The other 2 people's hands seem a bit slow. Zhang seems pretty fine, but Riichi MJ, he has to work with a kind of okay hand, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But he has Dora, so.
Oh yeah, I didn't notice that. Wait. No.
Riichi Mahjong has a Dora. Sorry, and he can get rid of the 8-9 Mon Penchan, and go for Tanyo as well. So.
Okay, now's about the time when everyone's hand starts forming up. Shelly has that double-toned pair, but
good.
There's already 1 tone out though, and Alex is going to be hoarding those until the last second. So what I can see happening is Alex throwing it out really late, and then maybe dealing in, or maybe just not throwing it all out in the first place if he goes really slow.
Yep. But it looked like Shelly decided to just discard the 5 and puts her in Ishanten. So hopefully she can, when Alex throws the east, if he throws the east, she'll be able to call it for a tenpai. Very nice. Ooh, Non draws a second Dora. That's gotta be juicy.
Alex's hand is being slow, and then Zhang's hand is actually forming up. Yep. What direction do you think he should go from here?
I think you just go for Ping Fu here. He has two Dora, so he has
Okay, it just
Peiko.
turned into an
Right,
okay.
it just turned into an Peiko, which is good. Riichi Peiko Dora too. It's a Mangan already, so
Yeah. On the other side, EL Riichi Mahjong, he managed to get that Tanya in, but it seems really slow.
yeah.
No one's called yet though, so as far oh, never mind.
Oh,
Uh,
Alex calls for Tenpai.
Ooh. And then he discards the tone, which
Okay,
should go to
Shelly.
Shelly. Wait, is she gonna call her?
Shelly does not decide to call. Interesting.
Hmm.
So she does not want Tenpai anymore. Maybe she's afraid.
I think
Uh,
she wants to. I think she wants to reach.
I see. Well, that's gonna be our last East, so maybe she can form a Real Manway with a 2-3-2-2-2-3-3.
Yeah.
Get an Ipeko there.
Yeah. On the other side, Man Zhang dropped his Dora because he drew to 6. So his hand, I think, gets a bit more limited because of that.
I agree. Okay. Oh, just decides not to read. He got into Tenpai, so now he's
Okay.
waiting on the 3 cell, which there are none out, so he has three tiles. Or Dora.
Dama.
Yep. Dora Ibeko for 2000. 26 if he hits someone.
Okay, Alex got it.
Oh,
Oh.
what a hand.
Honitsu Hatsu. Does it go over? Yes, it does.
340. 5200. Could have been worse. Um, but very nice by Alex.
I think Shelly is showing what could have been.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that was a good play by these people.
Yep. Okay, so now East has moved on to EL Riichi Mahjong. Hopefully he'll recover from the deal in just now.
5200 is early on is enough to shrug off. I wouldn't really worry about being in a deficit at this point.
Yep, I agree. Only East 2.
Yeah, a lot of times I've seen people they get hit by a manga and then they immediately go into super offensive bunga bunga. I need to get a mangan right now mode, but a lot of times it's more beneficial to just play your normal mahjong and the mangans will just come naturally. Or if it doesn't, then that's just kind of how mahjong goes. Someone has to lose.
That's true. Okay.
You know.
Okay, so we see Dora's Tuso, and
Everyone has a slow hand.
yeah,
It's gonna be one of these games.
Alex is two Shanten.
2 Shanten for Riichi Dora.
Yeah, Riichi Dora potentially Ping Fu.
There's no pairs though.
Yeah, hopefully he can form a pair in the one forge pin, and then fill in the Penchan or the 1-2 mod or the 7-9 mod.
Yeah.
But okay, so he shows a strong discard of 6-0. So
Oh man, asserting his dominance.
yes,
Middle tile discard.
very scary.
Most likely, the way I see Alex's hand forming up, he can form a Sanshoku out of this. So like he might want to discard that 7-9, and then probably for his pair he'll end up with Nobaton wait, is that what it's called? Where
Yes.
you wait on the 1-4.
Yep. Yes, that's a good observation. There is potential Shanshoku here.
Yeah. It's not guaranteed though, of course, but if you're a Mahjong pro, that's like your favorite hand, right?
That's true. You get a lot of value from not too much work. Okay, so he decides he wants to keep his Sanshoku chance alive. It's good.
Yeah.
It's early on.
It's definitely one of those difficult hands where it feels like there are multiple wrong answers basically,
Right.
and the right answer is just so non-obvious.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't have a pair yet, and his other blocks are just a little bit weak, so I feel like going for value here is reasonable. Ooh,
Oh,
now he even
Itsu.
has Riichi chances. Let's see what everyone else is doing.
Well, everyone else has kind of straightforward discards, just getting rid of ones and nines. Or ones, nines, honors.
That's true. Shelly has a pair of her wins, so she could go for our fast hand for North and one Dora. Zhang gets into Ishanten. No, never mind.
Most people, I think, this might go at a time, or end of round.
Yeah.
Ryokoku.
Ryokoku. It's only the first row though, and
it is. I'm being kind of pessimistic.
That's how your hands go normally, right?
Yes. Oh my god, I hate it. Oh no, he drew to 6.
The backfire.
Having got 5, draw to 6.
Mm.
I know that feeling so much.
The backfire. Okay, so Zhang decides to go for a Ramen weight.
Honestly, at this point, I'd say that's the best he can do. It's gonna be Riichi Nomi, but if it's a good weight, then he can just steal a 1K. 1.5 maybe?
True. Okay. Looks like Shelly decides to break up the 1-3 mon block. She has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks, so without the 1-3 mon, so very reasonable. Ooh, yellow Riichi has two Dora.
Oh.
Looks like it's gonna be hard to complete his hand though.
On the other hand, Alex is looking really good here because he just drew that that 2-mon.
Oh, you're right.
Riichi, Pinfu, Dora, maybe Itsu.
Wow, that'd be very strong hand.
Io Riichi Mahjong is suffering here.
Unfortunately, sorry, I didn't mean to speak over you. Unfortunately, there's 3 9-pins already in the discard, so Itsu is looking a little bit far away.
Good point, yeah.
But you can still, like, dream, as you say.
It's one of those 3-sided weights aren't actually 3-sided. But there's always the 4th one, which will inevitably be in the dead wall, because you know that's how Mahjong works.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh no, the backfire on Shelly.
Okay. Yeah. Keep her blocks.
She hit 6 blocks right now.
Yeah. She has the 1-mon puts her 2-3 mon in for E10.
Yeah, so because she went for the efficient discard and then got punished for it.
Unfortunate.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yo, Riichi Mahjong's in a good state. He might want to start her calling soon, if only to get into Senpai and keep his dealership. It's a pretty low probability that he'll get into Senpai and win off of it, but getting to Senpai should be okay with his hand, I think.
Yep, I think the North on his hand is slowing his hand down quite a bit. And with 2 Dora and being dealer, going for Tanya here seems reasonable. Especially since you have Sanshoku chance, so you basically can get 5800 or a Magan, Sanshoku Dora to Tanya.
Yeah, but then Sanshoku with a bunch of Ranmin is always kind of suspect, I guess.
Sure, but it's just additional some additional points. You don't even need with Dora 2. You know, you're happy with 3 Han as dealer.
Yeah, it's true, and also yeah, because you're a dealer, I guess it's more okay to make those ballsy plays.
Okay, looks like Manzing is folding.
Folding
Decides
already?
decides he doesn't want to play this game anymore, which is reasonable. I mean, he has no Dora. He doesn't see any Dora, so unless he also could be going for G22. But it seems a
I
bit
think
far.
it was something like it takes on average 15 turns to go from 5 pairs to 6 pairs for Jitoitsu. So switching to Jitoitsu this late is a bit. Oh, look, yeah, see, Riichi Mahjong just decided to call,
Okay.
and yeah, he's getting rid of that.
Okay, strong move. So now he's two-shot. If Shelly cooperates, he'll be in tempi for Mangan hand.
Yeah, it's still a bit far though, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately it's third row already. Alex unfortunately has been in Ishanten hell for quite a bit of time.
And all because he chose the wrong block to discard in the very beginning.
Okay, Yo Riichi calls again. Very nice.
Okay, good.
Oh, Shelly was.
Yeah, Shelly got 10-5 off that North call.
But she's at 40
10.
Yeah, it's a jumbo. Unfortunate, but I guess maybe they didn't realize. But yeah, she was 310 on the 1-mon rate.
Yeah. Like this isn't even one of those ambiguous cases because she has the 1-mon directly inside her pawn. But I guess they didn't notice that, so we just have to continue on.
Yep. In tournament settings, if no one notices it, you don't get a jump up. So.
Yeah, it's all on the table. It's like that in basically every sport.
Yep. So it's always important to check. Okay, so now we're in East 3. No recurring dealerships yet.
Yeah. Unfortunate for Riichi. Like, he made the right calls.
Yep, I agree.
Literally right calls.
Seems like they're just drawing their hands. So, okay, Alex is in the lead as well, being East.
Normally if it's the southeast, what I like to do is to just throw away my my dealership if I have a huge lead. But because this is so early on, it's better to just play normally as dealer.
I agree with you. For me, even if I'm in the lead, it's self-round. If I'm like self-2 dealer, and I still have a big lead, the lead's never big enough.
Yeah. Oh, look at Manzing.
I was looking at? I was looking at Shelly's hand. Look at all the Dora in her hand.
Oh wow. This is gonna be a very strong round.
Yeah.
And then Riichi has.
Oh. Yeah.
Alex actually has the weakest hand.
Oh. Unfortunate. Okay. Well, Riichi has 2 pwnable dragons. And what they say about 2 pwnable dragons is easy route to Honitsu. So let's see if he decides he wants to take that route, or if he wants to play it a normal hand.
Is that? I don't think that's an easy route to Honitsu. Maybe you can pull out a Chanta out of that, but maybe I don't think Honitsu. Oh, call. Yep. And then he's on track to get another one if Shelly doesn't get her a second shin.
That's correct. Okay, but Manzing is close to Tempai as well.
Yeah, nice Riichi Pinfu hand, probably.
Maybe. He doesn't have a Ryama weight yet, but he might be able to form one. Okay. Alex deciding what to draw. So if you were Alex, what would you be going for?
Uh,
Would you try to
I don't
incorporate the
know.
Dora, or would you give up on that dream?
I'm always the type of person to keep the Dora as long as possible. I wouldn't even consider throwing a Dora unless I am Ishanten, and that's only if it's like really taking up space in my hand.
Mm,
Yeah.
makes sense.
If I'm Tenpai, then and I can't use it, then I'll definitely throw it. If I am two Shanten, then I'm keeping it no matter what, because you can always use it as a pair.
True.
Okay.
Shelly decides to discard her 9/7 pin hanchan. I think she's hoping for a better weight, or to pair up the tunes for an easy callable hand.
Well, you see, Riichi is on track for a Shosangen.
That's right. And
Do you think he should go for the Honitsu here, or drop the
uh,
pairs?
I think here Honitsu is reasonable.
Okay.
You're because Honitsu is worth 2 Han, and you're going from 2 to 4, like basically like 2,000 ish points hand to a Mangan to 8,000. It's quite a good jump.
Man Zhang gave up his nine pin.
Doesn't want the Ryame weight.
Yeah. What you could have done, I think, was drop the 2-4 block instead, and then either he waits on the 4-7 or he has a 3-6-9 pair weight.
That's correct. I think he might be aiming for Tanya. Like if he draws the 3-so, he can discard the 9
That's a good
mon
point.
for the 5-8 Nobutan weight, or if he draws the 5-8 mon, then he can go.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Okay, but here he's Tenpai. He decides to Dama this hand. It's Yakuless, so he won't be able to win if the 3-so comes out.
And Shelly is holding on to that tune. Oh, never mind.
right.
I was going to say, because she's had it for a long while now.
Okay. Riichi decides not to go for the Honitsu.
I think that's fair too, because you would have one lone tile on that 7 pin, and then it might be hard to pair up.
That's fair. It would also take him back into Shanten. So now he's Shanten rather than Beyond Shanten. So.
Oh man, Zane's probably going for the Itsu, I think.
Yep. So he broke up his Tenpai for a better Shanten. Very reasonable.
I do remember which Mahjong game I was just like, what were those? I remember last week. I don't know why those were stuck me, but I think it was
Man, Shelly's almost close to completing her Dora 3 hand.
But it's going really slowly.
I can't see what her rightmost tile is, but I think she might be Ishanten?
At best, Ishanten.
At best, Ishanten, yeah. But I like Ishanten for Reach Dora 3.
It's true. Okay, Riichi doesn't go for the Shosangen, but it's okay because he got his Tenpai with this.
So he's Tenpai for
3-6.
or 4. I think it's just 2,000 here.
2,000, yeah.
Unfortunately.
15 shares would suddenly be in the sky and look at you, well, you can't do anything, and just congratulations. For like 5 minutes.
Did Shelly against Tenpai?
Let's see. Oh, looks like she is. Looks like she's reaching for Reach tile. Let's see what she discards. And if anyone will deal into her monster hand.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter what the rest of her hand is because she has 3 Dora.
Yep. It's a scary thing.
Unfortunately for her, it's not her round win, so she can't dominate.
That is very unfortunate. Okay, I think she's deciding whether or not she wants to wait on the 6-so or the 2-pin, 5-pin, or 2-pin, 5-so wait. We don't see any 2-so, or we see one.
We don't see any 1-pins out on the table, and then there's only one 3-pin, one 4-pin.
I think she decides to go for the 608, but she
Yeah.
sees none of, so she sees
There's not. Yeah, there are no 6-0s out, so
good chance of
from our
might be.
perspective, that's a good idea.
And so from our perspective, we see two 6-0s, so that means there's two 6-0s in the wall. So let's see if she can do it.
Yeah. A strategy that you shouldn't rely on, but could work if people are really tired, is to wait on the 2-pin because someone dropped the 5-pin right before you, and so people might mismeasure when the thing happened, when they dropped it. Anyways, she discards into his 2-Han 33 hand.
Yep. Revenge for this time.
Yeah.
Riichi deposit doesn't count.
Yeah, if he decided to go for Honitsu, he definitely wouldn't have gotten that, and so in this case, I think it worked out for him to go for the fast hand instead.
You get to press the red button. Alright, so hit the red button.
He would have been 10-5, but he would be waiting on the green dragon. So, I don't know, kind of a hard wait when you're showing two dragons.
Yeah, and also there's already one dragon now, so it'd be a hell wait.
So good, you got 2,000 points. Revenge for last hand. East 4. Man.
Seems like the theme of this game is going for fast hands over super big, expensive hands. Because the biggest hand we've seen is a 52.
I saw the Honitsu from Alex Tada. I forgot, was that the 52 point hand?
Yeah, that was 52. Honitsu Hatsu. Or Hatsu? One of the honors.
This is the always east.
Okay. Zhang has complete form on and has Chun his East Wind, double tone, and has a lot of pairs. He has a lot of options here.
Oh my, let's go for a Toy Toy Dash.
He could, for sure. It's very reasonable, especially early on with this many pairs that are not high in like the middle tiles.
Yeah.
Very reasonable.
Like he has the 7-pin, which is a middle tile, but that's easy enough to get. I think he already has 3 of the 4-mon, so like that's a very odd way. 8-mon should be easy-ish.
Yep.
I can't see the rest of Shelly's hand. Does she have a lot of pairs also?
Oh, she has some, but not as many. Just 3.
Yeah, not Jitotsu level just yet.
Looks like everyone else's hands are pretty far away. So we'll see if they make any progress.
It's a bit unfortunate for Zhang. He has, and Alex, because they both have that 258, and it's really hard to just use a lone 2.
Yeah.
Especially when you have that 5 there. Oh, okay. He decides to go fast because he's dealer.
Okay. Decides. I think this is he could chi the 6-pin or the 9-pin if he wants to for just Yakuhai. Or he still has the option to go for Toy Toy. Or sorry, it's double Yakuhai, but he also has the option to go for Toy Toy still.
Yeah. It's a minimum 2-9 hand, so I think points are okay for him.
Okay, looks like Shelly got a triplet and the 6 pins.
Oh, it's over there. He's in the back.
I think we're waiting for her to decide what she wants to do.
Is she 10-5?
Oh, she might be.
It's hard to see because of the right side get cut off.
Yeah, it could be a 3-6 on wait. I think it might be a 36 one weight here. Would you take this Riichi if it is?
I take it.
You have no Dora, but it's a Ryama weight. Okay. She decides to break it apart. Wait, okay, so I don't think she was Tenpai.
Yeah, she couldn't be, otherwise.
Yeah.
It seems like Man Zhang has decided to hold on to his honors for as long as possible. He's probably expecting to not actually need to push for this hand, so those make good save tiles later on.
Okay,
Yeah.
Another triplet.
Toy train choo choo.
Yep. Still even have potential for Zhang. Okay. But Shelly gets into the Tenpai.
But then did he get cheat or something? Oh no.
Yeah, it did get. Wait.
No.
Okay.
She just wanted to put the Riichi stick down first because that's technically what you're supposed to do. It's like you declare Riichi.
You declare Riichi, but you discard the tile and then put the.
Oh yeah, you're right. The order is supposed to go. You declare Riichi to the table. You put down your tile, and then you put down a Riichi stick. So you're right.
Okay, so now Man Zhang is in a predicament. Okay, decides to throw the 3, so not the safest tile he could throw, but seems safe enough.
If I were Man Zhang, the 8-pin is probably or the 7. If you don't want to discard a 7-pin, then 8-pin might be his best discard
Yes,
because he has a Kabe right there, a wall.
yes, almost. Yeah, you can see 3 of the 7 pins. So,
Yeah, so at that point, it becomes unlikely that she has the 4th 7-pin, and so 8-pin is somewhat safe, not completely safe, but somewhat safe. Thinking.
now it draws a 6, so 6 is also not safe. Yep. Okay, so now he goes for the 8-pin discard,
There we go.
which is the safest.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that does rob him of a really good weight, but what can you do at this point? Yep.
These are all safe tiles. Still can go for Toy.
Oh, I just realized.
Yeah, go ahead.
Shelly dropped a 6-pin. She has 3 of them in her hand, so she decided not to combat.
Whoa. Very composed.
I can see a lot of sasagasms like going on her head. It's like, yeah, she has a master plan, and Con is not part of it.
I think I would have come, but because you're already in reach.
Yeah, it's valid though if you just want to keep the game very consistent, very predictable.
Yep.
Because now you know exactly what the table looks like, and you're not introducing any like other factors.
Okay. Yo, Riichi Mahjong is actually sort of close to Huinitsu.
Yeah.
Shanten. You can push the 7-pin because that first UG.
Yes, Sam, that is the email. Now, leave it alone.
I wanted to see the toy workout for men.
I definitely want to see that too. What do you draw? Ooh!
Oh, I saw Anko.
Yo!
Alright, does he go for the guaranteed saw Anko or does he go for the better weight? That's the question. I think here you just discard whatever's safer. Which
Neither of them are safe.
I think 5-pin might be the safest here. Because she had 2 4-pin. It's hard to imagine she had 3 4-pins and a 3-pin.
It is technically the safest, but I guess I wouldn't really bet on that personally. Oh, Alex is senpai.
Ooh, very nice. He's gonna chase. He has Tanya,
Unfortunately,
Dora too. Very good chase.
Yeah.
He did.
Unfortunately, he dropped that Forso, so he can't go for a nice 3-style weight.
True. Okay, he decides to dominate.
My lawn anchors was what I was actually on.
Yeah, no, I haven't missed my Oh, sumo.
Wrong. Or Sumo? Sumo is declared.
Because Manzang didn't drop her Wing Tao. Unfortunately, we can't see which Tao she. Okay.
Holy shit! Triple sumo.
Mangan. Okay, so 4,000.
Okay.
Nice.
We're at 3.
Uro 3?
4,000.
Oh, okay, that's the Urodora.
Yeah.
These are
Yeah. Wow. Very nice. That's the shortcut to Mangan, right?
I know you know all about
you
that.
don't refund nothing.
Gotta get lucky sometimes.
You had the 1,006.
That's a little unfortunate for man. But alright, everyone got a fair dealership, so
No repeats.
no repeats.
Yeah, so that's all I was wondering if I should
We're actually off the south round.
Let's see, what was the new door?
And Shelly took the lead from that? Or I'm not sure if the scores are updated, but
Shelly should have taken the lead.
Yeah,
She was only -1 to begin with, so then getting a Mangan now, and it having it be a sumo, there's no way.
Okay, that's
it was like they're showing their hands.
Because Van Zhang had a good hand, but it was also slightly cursed because all 4 of the middle weights that weren't part of the Sanonko was in Shelly's hand, and then we saw that the Urador indicator was also one of his weights.
Yep.
No, 7.
Yeah.
Oh man, that would have been great.
Would have been, if you won that hand, it would have been double tone, go, toy, for Hanemon.
Only if you sumo it.
No, he already had close triplets of the 7 mon, or sorry, the 8 mon, the 4 mon, and the 7 Jin.
Oh, you're right, yeah.
I mean, assuming he didn't draw like the 6 win, for example.
Yeah.
But, man. What a hand that would have been.
Everyone's hands look slow again.
What's the Tenho rule? 5 seconds plus 2
But that, it sorts your hands for you.
Shelly healer.
Ooh, Manzang has 3 Norfs.
Okay, nice.
Normal is 5 and 10 seconds.
God.
That gives him a lot of options. It's not a bad idea if you're far behind and you really need to hit first.
Yeah, we're not there yet though, so. Everyone here is relatively close. Even Riichi can come back.
Yeah. So again, Riichi has 2 vulnerable wins. Although the Westwind's not his. But
Westwind isn't his, but it's worth Fu if he gets a 3rd one. He's not going to, but
Good
if
manners.
he could.
Put your towel that you draw on your wall like this.
That means I need time.
I mean, it just shows that he's strong, so we don't have to be.
focus his hand. It's a little bit slow, so let's see how he can progress. He's slow, but has two Dora. He can draw the 7 so Kanjan and then beat Shantan.
Do you mean Alex?
Yes, Alex.
Yeah. Yep.
That's what I would be hoping for if I was on his shoes.
Yeah. For Alex's hand, you probably just want to go straight for Riichi, right?
Yeah. Whatever fastest way to tempo here. Yeah. I mean, you can get Tanya here actually. Call for Tanya Dora too.
No, that looks like that's what he's going for. Dropping a 9, so.
Okay. So yeah, Riichi decides to pawn the dragon. And
If I don't grab my own
looks like he's just going for Yakuhai Dora.
2,000?
1,000. Not bad. pretty fast for 2,000 point hand.
Cheap? Yes.
Okay, man also going for a fast hand.
Yeah. Looks like he's decided that his best bet is just win a lot of hands and then inch over into first or second.
Yeah, I'm playing Riichi right now. I'm doing.
Seems like his hand, you know, wasn't gonna get a lot of value anyways, and it's gonna be too slow to reach.
Yeah, with someone else already poning, then if you don't speed up, then you might just lose lose the round. It's better to get 1K than get nothing.
Alright, yeah, Riichi Mahjong Champai on the 5-8 so. Man saying skillfully dodging it. For now.
He might have to drop it in order to get 10-5.
Yeah.
Unless he draws another 5 and then decides to... He has to keep the 9-8, and that's hard to justify with this hand.
Where's the lumbar? That's Zach's chair.
Luckily it's only a 2,000 point hand, so I think nothing too sad.
Yeah. It's possible that Alex will deal into it first if he draws a 5-star.
That's true.
So this game is basically kind of like watching two people walk a minefield while EL Riichi is just kind of sitting back.
Alex is Ishamten, so
Yeah. What did he draw?
the suspense is killing me.
We need like suspense music.
Yeah.
I also purchased the Garage.
Do the 7-1. Alright, he was deciding between D3 pin or 6-7 1.
Yeah, very fair.
Shelly unfortunately is not able to progress with her hand.
Yeah. And she also has the same problem where oh,
Man,
okay.
it's the second 5-1 or 5-7.
Okay, and he yeah. His hand was precursed as well, unfortunately.
No, it just seemed to be fast.
It was either he dropped the 5-so pair, or probably getting rid of that 9-8, which would also deal in, or getting rid of that 3-so. So a 1 in 3 chance of getting it right.
Yep.
You got James?
Unfortunate, but it was a first row tempai by Riichi Mahjong, so hard to
Give me 4 more of these,
avoid that.
and then I'll give
Yeah.
you this.
Luckily, this isn't Tenho, which has red 5s. It could have been much more.
Stop trying to short me.
Never attribute to malice, which I will explain why.
But if he was gonna discard a Shampoo, maybe discarding the 3 so is better. It's farther away from the door.
This is 1,000.
They're both. The Dora was 6-so, which means that if you had a Ryanman waiting on the Dora and a 3-so, he would have dealt in also.
Right, but it's less likely that it's higher value.
Maybe.
Slightly less.
500 dark and
It's minus
That's
7.
not this.
The green 500 sticks. I hope people actually bought those after I posted it on the Google page. Those are $30 USD.
Okay, so Shelly maintaining her lead.
Red, blue, and yellow.
Yeah, it's the good old let everyone else deal into each other strategy. Just sit back and watch everyone else fight for a second.
I take my time.
No one has big hands, so no one's contesting her yet.
Well,
13, number 13 is yours.
about a bunch of green sticks.
Once again, everyone's hands seem really slow.
It really is a marvelous thing.
No one has a fast hand.
Alvin, that's where I went. North,
Just feral Mahjong.
I'm south, right?
north. Alright, remember? Alright, look at the dot. I'm east.
Okay.
Dot is always the
I mixed up these relationships.
Whoa, that's
So we see one Dora in Mon's hand. And that's it. Nothing turns up, and one in Shelly's hand.
Yeah,
For value.
it's a 4 Dora, so it should be relatively easy to work with, even if you have a lone tile.
Yeah. Hopefully they can incorporate it in, and it doesn't backfire.
I guarantee you,
Oh yeah, everyone has, you know, some hard weights to fill in.
I've been only sold
A lot of hanchans and kanchans, unfortunately.
Yeah, just at a glance, I think Alex might be in the best position because he can just call that Hatsu and then go for a fast hand to fill in all those dumb gaps.
Yeah, very reasonable. You need to call the Dora then, in that case. If EL Riichi Mahjong discards it. I don't know.
He's not going to discard it though.
Yeah, if he does.
Man Zhang, I think, has a possibility for Sanshoku.
Hmm?
A very small possibility, but like, I think pros would say to go for it. He has a possibility for a 789 Sanshoku.
It exists.
I'm pretty sure our Lord and Savior Moriyama would say go for Sanshoku.
Yeah, you know, if he does draw like the 7 pin, I would discard the 2/4 pin.
You end up losing the Dora, but
Oh wait, it was Dora.
yeah. But if you discard the 2 first, and then only discard a 4 if you're a Tenpai, then that might be fine. Because if you draw the second 4, then you can just discard the 6s instead. Or just give up on the Sanshoku because that's kind of a far cry.
The thing is, like, either way his weights are bad, so it might be worth it to increase your value
Yeah,
by
but
discarding the 2 pin.
yeah. It just depends on what he draws to get into the next Shanten level.
Okay. Alex progressing his hand too.
Yep.
One green dragon already discarded, so he's going to wait for the very last one.
Yeah, I missed it, but I think he just didn't have the pair until after it was already discarded.
Yeah.
Or he decided that it wasn't worth calling so early on. One to two.
Yeah, I missed it too. Hey, Shelly's Ishanten. No. Yeah, Ishanten, but it's a bad Ishanten.
You can never tell with Ishantens. They can always end up being okay.
Well, her Ishanten would be waiting on 6-0 only. If she draws the 2-0. Okay. Now it's progressing his hand even more. Now he's Ishanten.
Oh, it's a nice Ishanten.
Yeah.
It's either it's either he has a Shanpo weight with a Hatsu in it, or he has a Ramen weight with a Dora in it. Very nice.
Very nice. And man deciding that he'd rather go for the Ipeiko chance rather than the Shanshoku chance.
Fair enough.
It's also easier to get Pinfu with the 8-so versus the 9-pin. If only slightly.
Yeah.
Oh, he does it!
Oh,
He does it. He reaches on the shot.
what was his draw?
The 7-pin.
Okay, I see it now.
Yep. So Hatsu looks relatively safe. Should come out
Well, if anyone draws it, right?
if anyone draws it, yeah. Assuming it's not the dead ball. Shelly has to decide whether or not she wants to play safe or if she's going to push.
Did she have a 3-still in her hand?
She
I
doesn't
can't see the rest.
so I can't see what the rest of her hand is either. Okay, she drew
Okay, there we go.
the 8 pin. So she could have reached on the 4, so only wait.
Yeah, that's kind of questionable though because it has no value and it's a bad weight. Okay, Man Zhang folding seems like.
He's supposed to be able
Shelly
to
Jin.
but he decides not to chance anything.
Yeah, Shelly's hand just like became way better.
She pushes the 5 so and decides not to reach, so she can't win because she doesn't have a Yaku. Oh no, she does. She has North.
Yep. Oh.
Unfortunate.
Okay. At least yeah, Alex got the worst out. So Riichi Dora.
Riichi and got Ura. Nice. Yeah, Riichi deciding that he wants to push his hand instead of defending.
Nope, but I was
It's okay though.
South 3.
He was dealer, so some incentive to keep pushing. But now Alex creeping up to Shelly, only 1,200 points away.
7 from the left.
Yeah. Like as dealer, I always hate pushing, but you gotta do it, especially in South too. So
Yeah, sometimes. Right, and let's see if Alex can
Said thanks.
get something to overtake Shelly. Any hand will do. I mean, there's of course South 4. This hanchan goes to completion.
yeah. It's a 1 hour time limit, so we'll see.
Yep, that's correct.
Third tile from the
So these players don't know when the timer is going to go off. So.
They don't, but South 3 is already super late, so they can assume that they need big hands about now. If they need to like push forward.
Other Americans.
All right. Everyone looks like they have reasonable hands.
Linwood, we didn't have any association with that. We just became chicken on its own. I guess it's the natural course.
Whose hand would you want the most out of these 3 people?
Good question. Maybe let's see. Man Zhang's might be the fastest marginally, or Alex's. Actually, Alex's is faster, isn't it?
I like Alex's.
Yeah. Riichi has that 777, so that's kind of appealing from a value perspective.
Yep.
But I guess if you want to talk about hands along with their corresponding point positions, then Alex is by far the best position.
That's true.
Shelly's in a good position too, actually.
Yeah. Drag yourself into round 10.
Yeah.
Okay, Man Zhang also round 10. Keeping it close. Nice. Alex draws a 7, so to form the ramen. Wait. So you're just hoping for a 4-mon in order to guarantee the pinfu.
The nice thing about the pinfu also is that he can dominate, so then he's guaranteed a 1-5, which would put him above Shelly.
Yep. That would put him in a very nice position.
Yeah. Looks like at this rate he might have to reach it, unless he gets the four mon and then he can drop one of the pairs.
Yeah.
But so there's one four-mon in Riichi's hand and 2 4-mons in Manzang's hand, so that's actually unlikely.
Unfortunate.
Oh, Shelly's in Tenpai.
Shelly is in Tenpai.
And then she is over Alex by more than 1k, which means that even if she reaches, she should be alright.
So she'll be on the 4-pin 908.
Yeah. Just making sure, like, she has everything alright. Like, don't jumbo, that kind of thing.
Then she's back to where she started.
Riichi.
Alright, reach on the field.
Yeah, and then the worst part is, Riichi might deal into that because of that stray, extra 9 pin he has. Oh, Alex has just got one of his ground men in.
Decides to break up the 3-5 mon because 5 mon is safe.
Is Zhang pushing or is he gonna fold? I'm not sure with that Tuso.
Well, Tuso is the Riichi child, so it looks like it's a fold. Okay, so Alex deciding whether or not to reach now that he is Tenpai.
He's pushing.
Yep, reach on the Suji.
Oh my, this is actually...
So again, both of these have 0 Dora, so it's just reach for both of these.
Yeah, but because they're in the lead, that's okay, right?
Yeah, I mean Alex is a healer, and his weight is not bad, as in their terminal shampoo.
Yeah.
Shelly's could be improved, but she was the first to reach.
Yeah, the strength of their hands their weights are both rather similar, so it really is just a game of roulette at this point.
Alright, and Alex wins the roulette.
Very unfortunate,
We
but...
just see it. Ura 3. We'll find out. No. Just
okay. Seems like this is the last round. The video's about to cut off. So...
Yep. Alright.
Yeah. So, well played everyone. Yeah. Hope to see you at next SakuraCon and hope you enjoyed our commentary.
Look at that. Alex squeaking by. With that very last stand.
Yep.
Oh, Manzang and Riichi were very close too. By 800 points.
Yeah.
I realize it. But, congrats to Alex for finishing first.
This is 10,000. What, this is 8,000, right? This is 8,000, right?